Good morning. Today we're going to be focusing on reading a section and really looking at the choices that Sherman Alexie is making as far as language. And this ties back to that idea of agency, taking back those vile and harmful words. And you're going to be revisiting your anticipation guide. Now, this was the guide where you had 10 different statements and you had to decide if you agreed or disagreed with each one or where you fell on that continuum. So we will be revisiting that guide. So your agenda for today is to watch the eye opener and take your attendance like normal. And then you're going to either read or listen to the section called How to Fight Monsters. And that is on pages 45 to 66. And it's very important that you read that first because it's going to help you with your response when you revisit that anticipation guide. After you read that, you are going to be, as you're reading that, you're going to add character traits and focus on Junior on your characterization chart and get as many traits down and pieces of evidence, those page numbers, as you can. And then I'm going to show you guys this slideshow. This is what I'm using in class today. But you can see, I feel like I'm frozen. Okay, you can see that we're going to be doing the How to Fight Monsters in class. And then you're going to be pulling up your anticipation guide. And we are going to revisit a few of the statements on that guide now that we have seen Junior transfer to Reardon. And so you're going to be revisiting questions 4, 6, and 9. And you're going to change your font to red. And you're going to put an X on the continuum based on how you feel now after we've read a chunk of this text. So 4 is as the statement, if you are making fun of your own race, it's not racism. 6, it's worth losing friends if you're making a positive change for yourself. And then 9, authors should not be allowed to use racist language in their writing. So you'll tell me how you feel now. Then you're going to reflect on if and why your own personal responses changed or stayed the same. And then the last step to this is you're going to go to the diary reflection Padlet. It's linked up here on the slideshow, but it's also, let's see if I can move this. Very odd. Oh gosh, I don't know what's happening. It's also on your Google slide. Anyhow, I'll go to it here. Oh, geez, what is going on? I'll go to it here. Anyhow, here it is. So the link will take you there. It's also in Schoology. And you're going to see a Padlet. And the way that you are going to complete this Padlet is you are going to decide on which one of these statements you want to focus on. You just have to focus on one. And you are going to type your response in complete sentences in the correct column on the Padlet, including one direct quote from the text. You do not need to ice it, so you'll just have a direct quote in quotation marks with the page number in your citation to support your thinking. Don't forget to include your name on the post first and last. So for example, if I am going to pick number 6, it's worth losing friendships if you're making a positive change for yourself, I would click on the plus. Your name might be there if you have a Padlet account. It may not, so you could put your name up in the title. Jillian Goods. And then you're going to write your response. You might say, you know what, originally when I was thinking about this, I strongly disagreed. However, now that I've seen Junior do these things or Rowdy deal with this thing, I have changed my mind and I am somewhere in the middle. And then you would also find that quote to support your thinking. Once you have your response typed in here, you're just going to add it to the board. And then it is a collaborative board. It's like a wiki. And so we'll be able to see your responses and your classmates, and you'll be able to see your classmates' responses. So after you're done with that diary reflection Padlet, this is still going to be, I think, stuck. Let's see if I can. I guess I don't really know how to get it off of this, but I can show you on here. Once you're done with your Padlet, you are going to then just read 2 sections. Grandmother Gives Me Some Advice, pages 67 to 73, and then Tears of a Clown, 74 to 76. It's a little bit shorter of a section of text, and you're going to want to be adding to your characterization chart still those traits with the page numbers. So I hope you have an awesome day. Talk to you tomorrow.